What's going on, guys? Bankrupt Games here, more rage. And last episode where we left off, we cleared out the shrouded bunker and got access to the bomb car schematics. We also picked up a new weapon for free, the Authority machine gun, which is a very cool weapon, very useful throughout quite a lot of sections of the game. Very fast firing. And we also, towards the end of the episode, completed quite a few races to get some racing certificates to help us upgrade our vehicles. And this episode, first off, we're going to be talking to the sheriff and turning in the Shrouded Bunker quest.
Now that is another bit of good work. Those little RC bombs were nasty. Now, thanks to you, they're gone. You've proved to be mighty useful. Good to have a guy like you. Go check with Mayor Clayton. Last I heard, he had some jobs that need to be done.
So the job that the sheriff is mentioning there is going to the Feltrite crater, which we've already done, and we picked up a Feltrite sample that we can now take over to a new character that we're going to be meeting. Then after completing the Shrouded Bunker, we get the side quest going back to Phalanx Hagar in the Hagar settlement where you start off the game. And this will give us an upgraded bomb car schematic. So we'll definitely do this at some point, but we'll leave it for probably next episode.
Sheriff's office immediately. Thank you. Stay safe out there.
So before we go and talk on the intercom there, we come over to the left here, where this sort of big rock, big plant is just opposite the mailbox. There is another collector card waiting for us.
What? Oh, you must be one of Clayton's errand boys. All right, you just wait and we'll see what that mayor has sprung on you. Step into the lift. Keep your hands at your side.
All right, let's see what you have there. Put it on the counter and we'll see what has Clayton all worried. Interesting. Felt right. Okay, I need to run tests on this. Might take some time. But you also look interesting. There's something different about you. Best I take a closer look at you, too. Interesting. Very interesting. You got all those little computers racing around inside you. Secrets, secrets. Everyone's got a little secret. And you must be one big little secret. Haven't met one of you for a long time. Since working with the Authority up in the city. You don't know how lucky you are that the Authority hasn't found you yet. If the Authority catches you and you don't have anything they need, you'll be dead. You are part of the old world, not part of their new world. Of course, there are people who stand up against them. Not many of them. They call themselves the Resistance. Not that I profess to have any special knowledge of them, but they exist in small bands, fighting back, and maybe, just maybe, you could be useful to them. You survived this long. You must have some survival skills worth using. But you aren't going to last long in a firefight against the Authority with that standard defibrillator in your chest. I can give you an upgrade for it, something that might keep you alive longer. But that will require a little effort on your part. You see, I don't have the necessary equipment here. But you can find what you need in the Dead City. A well-named place, as you will soon see. In the middle of the city is a hospital. One I was proud to work in. Until the research took a decidedly twisted turn. I didn't see everything that was done there, but I heard the rumors. Now it's surrounded by a tremendous wall, filled with living memories of the horrors committed there. Going there and getting back won't be easy, but without an upgraded defib, you won't last another week here. I'd say you have no choice. The hospital is in the middle of the city. Find your way into the basement. Look for anything relating to the ARC program. That should be the place to find that upgrade. Oh, yes, I almost forgot. The only way into the city is through the sewers outside the walls. Good luck.
Another really well animated character. Always like the way the little robot on his shoulder sort of is really well animated and has a lot of character considering he doesn't say anything. But this is another one of Rage's sort of larger dungeons that we're going to be exploring. Oh, we have got another vehicle challenge here. So he took quite a lot of damage there, but the money we get from doing that little challenge will be more than enough to cover our repair costs. Before we head into the Dead City, there is a collect card here. it seems like there's something a little bit larger than just mutants crawling around the dead city. So before we move into this next area, we are going to make some pop rockets. Don't worry about our buckshot amount. All throughout the dead city you do tend to get quite a lot of ammo. So yeah, you have to be careful of those guys. Cannon shots they fire sort of split into three, so you definitely want to stay moving around as much as possible to avoid taking as much damage as you can from them. I do think Dead City is a really cool looking area. It really looks like somewhere that basically a big bomb's gone off and yeah, everything's just sort of smashed up. Again, just the art direction is just really, really good. So here you want to use an RC bomb car, go through this little tunnel, and then blow up these canisters here. And that'll help us get a little bit of loot and another collector card. So here's the door that we just blew up. And here's the collector cards. Didn't mean to do that. I meant to wing stick. It still worked out. Kind of. So the shotgun is very useful for taking out those big guys. But before we move on, where that last meeting come from, there is another collector card. There is, and that's for one of those big guys with the sort of tentacle arm. So here we have the slime mutants, and they're a little bit tougher, but you can actually loot them. And they tend to have antiseptic formula on them that goes towards being able to make some bandages. Here we have Pinkies, which is a nice little Easter egg to Twinkies in the Doom series. And they just can be sold like any other junk item. They're not like a Easter egg item like the Fallout Bolt Boy Bubblehead, but there's multiple boxes of Twinkies throughout the game. Come over here, there is a collector card for the slide mutant that we just saw. They'll come across a couple of more of those guys soon as well. So it looks like we're actually full up on assault rifle rounds. That's why we can't pick those ones up. Like I said, the Dead City does give you a lot of ammo. So the wing stick isn't a one-hit kill, but it still does a pretty good amount of damage against those slime mutants. Advert for the RC cars we've used to make the schematic. You might be able to tell the ghosts were here at some point. So we can't go through that area. But it definitely seems like something's going on down there. It's like something out of Dead Space and the sort of weird biological growth you get in that game. I've never been able to find any sort of significant loot in this little area. In all these sort of shacks. So here we have a boss fight, and all you need to do really is dodge his attacks and shoot his weak spot. It's a very simple fight. He tells you where he's going to attack with the laser that he's got on his head there. And then as he lifts up the bit of rubble, his weak spot becomes exposed. Comes in, sort of has a little rage, if you will. Shoot his head. If at any point you need any ammo, or it spawns down here, some of the timings for shooting his weak spot there is a little bit awkward. You just want to make sure to fire as soon as you have a lock on. Overall, it's not a very tough fight. A little bit anticlimactic. I'm not quite sure how else you do this fight, in all fairness. Got an absolute ridiculous amount of pistol rounds. Kind of funny how he didn't react then for a second. So yeah, these slime mutants are much tougher, and you can see if you get hit by their sort of spit attack, it will blur up your screen. A little bit gross. Just trying to use some of our pistol ammo because we have so much of it. Infamous corridor. Just yeah, didn't really know what to do with mega textures, I guess, so they have these crazy light beams coming in. That is the downside of mega textures. Sometimes areas of the game just have really weird textures on. here we have our defibrillator upgrades. You definitely want to have your shotgun equipped for this next section. And that leads us rather conveniently back to the start of the Dead City entrance. So now we can make our way back over to Kavosia so he can give us our defibrillator upgrade. So our vehicle is on fire, and when it's on fire at a certain point, it does very slowly drain in health. So we'll quickly have to go see Kavosia, get our defib upgrade, and then drive back to Wellspring so we can get it repaired before it blows up. It should be fine while we're down here though.
You made it back in one piece. Now, just stay still and I'll get that defib upgrade installed. Shouldn't hurt too much.
Doesn't give me the most amount of confidence. I guess he is a doctor.
Okay, there you are. Now, you have twice the resurrection power. And I do believe that you will need it. Remember, the Authority is ruthless. Alone, it is only a matter of time before they get you. Your future will lay ultimately with the Resistance, but that isn't the path we need to take now. All right, I've finished analyzing the feltrite sample you brought. What the bandits are trying to do, successfully it would seem, is refine the feltrite into an explosive accelerator. Very dangerous in their hands. This piece has been neutralized, but you best bring it to Clayton. He needs to know what he may be facing. Take it to him. Come again soon, my friend from the past.
But yeah, I'm going to wrap this episode up here. It has been a slightly longer episode, but the Dead City is a much longer dungeon than a lot of the other ones in the game, and it's a very cool area. Like I said, the art direction of it is really, really good, and it really looks like a destroyed city that's gone to hell sort of thing. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode and enjoyed the series so far. If you have been enjoying the series so far, please like and subscribe for more, and then that way you won't miss out on anything. Thanks very much for watching. Always appreciate having you guys here, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.